kids, sit up and pay attention. It's time for Retrorific!
We've done yet.
Okay, so...
That's fun.
James,
We should do that more often.
we should. We don't spend enough time together, James.
Okay, then we should do that less often. Hi everybody! Yeah!
We've just watched Star Trek, and I'm super hyped. I liked it.
Right.
I liked it. It was cool.
It was cool. I can say many things about it, which I'm going to in a second.
Right.
But I will not take away the fact that it's made Star Trek cool again.
It was very cool. All of the doubters have been proved wrong. There are nitpicks.
I'm not sure whether I'm a doubter. I'm in limbo.
But this was an awesome film.
It was, okay, you will see this film and you'll think, wow, that was the best blockbuster of the summer. Because it is. It really is.
Well, so far it is. We don't know how Terminator's gonna go. Excuse me.
What about Wolverine? We haven't seen that yet. Is
Shut-
it too safe to judge?
Shut the fuck up about Wolverine. Okay,
I'm scared I might like it, that's a little bit going on.
yeah, go on.
Where should we start?
Where shall we start? Let's start with the beginning. The first second of screen time.
You were in there, you were immersed in that film.
Well, the
It
first.
literally.
I was so hyped up just for the first second of screen time because of that sound effect. As
Yeah.
the ship goes past and you hear that bling 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 bling.
Yeah.
Bling. I loved it. I was straight back into Star Trek.
Yeah, it really
So-
sets the scene so well.
Yeah.
But then that's when I noticed the two most annoying things which I think plagued this film. And yeah, it's part of the style, but it's still a big issue. The music is too just overbearing sometimes.
A
It
little
really
bit.
does get in the way, and you can tell Danny Elfman's doing it. I have no problem against the man.
No,
but
he's great on Tim Burton films, he's great on comic book films, but he's not Star Trek.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman is not Star Trek.
and you just know it just did feel really out of place sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll give you that.
The other thing was, I've watched Transformers. I like Transformers. Shaky cam can work, even though that is the biggest detriment. It's also the biggest detriment to this film. It was...
J.J. Abrams, hold the fucking camera still.
Okay, you went crazy enough on Cloverfield. For fuck's sake, that was all shaky cam!
Yeah, at least there it made sense.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, there was...
Speaking of Cloverfield, there is the Cloverfield monster there.
Yeah, the
brief cameo. It's brilliant.
The Cloverfield monster makes a brief cameo.
You can tell,
on
the
an
main
ice
reason
planet.
you can tell is because of the legs, the middle legs.
Yeah.
Look out for it, watch it, you'll know. But yeah, the lens flare right at the beginning, when the first thing is you're trying to take in all this world, and then there's a lens flare, like obscuring half of what's going on, and you're just like, oh.
It is a little bit annoying. You want to just be immersed in the film, and there's all this shit kind of flying at the camera, and the camera won't keep still, and you're just like, no. It's a really beautiful interior. It's everything.
Apart from engineering, which I do not like the idea of there being an engine room looking like a warehouse in Star Trek. In Star Wars, great. I can imagine that the basement of a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
I can imagine being like engine room.
Yeah, it was a bit grungy, wasn't it? It was a bit grungy.
Yeah. Also, there was a very traditional fire escape sign, which made me laugh.
What was I going to say? Yes, there was one scene where the shaky cam really got on my nerves, and that's straight after the bar fight, which you've all seen in the trailers. Kirk gets into a barroom brawl with some guys, and then he has a quiet conversation afterwards, and the camera's just like...
It's just doing it for the sake of doing it.
You know, it's like the Bourne films all over again. It's like, let's have a quiet conversation.
The thing is, the annoying thing about
Hey, let's do the whole review like this and see how annoying it gets.
Okay, is this better? We're even out of sync.
Yeah.
It's like the whole cutting thing.
Oh my god, wow, this is great. Now it's really exciting. You know, it just gets on your nerves.
Did you just get bored by that?
Yeah.
Did you just get bored? Just a wee bit? Wee bit? Don't turn off yet, you bitch. You're
Don't.
ours. You're ours.
Stay. There's good stuff coming, we promise. What's the good stuff coming?
Shit.
Tell your thing about the other Star franchise.
Yes. Okay, I will make a very important point first of all.
Okay.
Which Joss Whedon... why do I always go back to that man? I can't escape him.
Because he's a god.
It's true. Yeah, basically there's something that Joss Whedon says in the commentary about Fireflies. It's like this is a stately place. Firefly started off this shaky cam sci-fi craze. and that's what's influenced the whole lot. Now, the thing is, Joss Whedon had this thing where if you saw like an alliance main bad guys who were like kind of like the Federation, if you saw one of their ships, it would be in a very stately view. But when you saw the little ships, it would be all shaky and all shaky.
Yeah.
Now, that to me epitomises what Star Trek is about. It is the proud future. It's not nitty, it's not gritty. It is, we have gotten to the best point we as human beings can.
Yeah.
But the other little inflection, sorry.
Well, no, I'll just pick up on that. It is true that yes, this film was a bit too gritty in places, which doesn't quite gel with the Star Trek world, but I can forgive that.
Because they hit the reboot button?
No, because the way I see it, the Star Trek universe really hit its stately peak in the Next Generation era.
Yeah.
Around the time of the original series, it was still a bit grimy, still a bit rough around the edges. If this had been a Next Generation film and they'd done that, I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
Because Next Generation, that is when the Federation basically owns the universe. Yeah. And, you know, the human race is at the pinnacle of its civilization and everything.
True, okay, I made that one. But also, there's a cameo by Yoda. Seriously, Yoda is playing fucking old Spock. I kid you not. I swear I even saw the ears twitch and like, found someone, I would say. Apart from the Dagobah swapped with Hoth. And then you've got it all in there.
Yes. Yeah, there were a few sort of Star Wars moments.
Right at the end as well, with a very medallion-ish ceremony, which you just think, where's R2 going?
It was very New Hope, wasn't it? It was very New Hope.
This is Star Trek and Star Wars. I've always thought that there's people who see them as the same thing, and then there's the people who can
who actually know what they're talking about.
Seen both of them.
If you think Star Trek and Star Wars are the same thing, stop watching this review now. Go away, smack yourself around the head. We don't want you watching us.
Or learn to read.
Yeah. Anyway,
that would help as well. Yeah, but
carry on.
Yeah, but I forgot my point now.
But yeah, I mean, it does cross over a little bit too much with sort of Star Trek, Star Wars feel. There were moments when it felt like a Star Wars movie. They were few and far between, but
Chris Pine, who plays Kirk, right? Doesn't he look tiny?
Watch what you say, boy.
Bit like I'm sorry I tried to kill you, Padme.
Where is Padme?
No! By the way, the reason there's a part 2 to this is because we actually went ooh for a good 10 minutes.
James, what are you talking about?
I don't even know.
I don't know. Okay.
Am I breaking the fourth wall too much?
You are. You stop interacting with the audience. It's not healthy.
My friends.
Can we talk about...
Especially you.
The bad guy.
Pull your top up.
Pull your top down.
Can we talk
about the bad guy?
Eric Bana is brilliant. He was criminally underused.
Oh, man.
He should be in more things. He should do more in general.
Be in more things. Okay, let's have a quick talk about the characters. Okay, what about Kirk? What do we think of Kirk?
I liked him. He was good. He had that smile. He had the wittiness.
He wasn't really channeling William Shatner, but I don't think it really mattered because...
No, he had the charm and there was enough difference in characters.
After you've been watching him for 5 minutes, you do believe that he's Captain Kirk.
Yeah.